what's going on, everybody? David here, and welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my last video where I unboxed the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1 box set, because today we're going to be doing something very similar as well, because, you know, with Avengers Infinity War right around the corner, I felt like this was the perfect time to dip into the collection and take a look back at some of the films leading into that epic finale. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Here you have the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 2 set. The Fantastic Orb in the front. Let's say limited edition Marvel. And on the side here, it shows each of the films that are included. Each of them have a 3D copy, Blu-ray copy, and digital copy included. Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, Captain America the Winter Soldier, my favorite, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man. It's 13 discs, 6 movie collection. Alright, the other side is the same thing basically. And then let's take a look at the back here. And it shows you everything that's included. You see there? All the films included as well. Plus a top secret bonus disc and more. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up. Alright, I'm excited. I'm excited. I've been itching to open this up. I actually got this not that long ago. So this is all very new to me. Alright, so here we have a file here. It feels like it has a whole bunch of stuff in there. We'll take a look at that in one moment. Let's try to get everything out. Okay, some paperwork here. Battery type stuff. Okay, let's take a look here. Alright, so as you can see here, it does come sealed really well. And there's actually a compartment here, a little piece of foam, where this is actually really cool, because if you want to watch a movie, one of these films, and you don't want to take out the whole set, the movies are right there. You just slide them out. I like that. That's a nice touch. You know, unlike the Phase 1 box set where you actually had to take out the whole, you know, the whole briefcase. We'll take a look at the movies in one moment. Let's try to get everything out first. Let's see here. This is going to be a task. I guess not. Alright. Okay, so it does come, again, more foam. Styrofoam. Ooh, that's nice. The orb itself. Fantastic. Okay, let's see if we can get the stand out without breaking anything. Alright. Okay, let's put this over here. Okay, so here's the stand itself. Then you have the orb. It sits on top. Really, really cool. Nice. And it does come with the Infinity Stone. This is the Power Stone, I believe. Open this up. Alright. So it's my understanding that this just simply, there you go. Wow, look at that. Love the detail on it. Now, I will say it's not as thick as I thought it was going to be. It's not like, there's no real weight to it. It's pretty light. But I love the detail. Right there. You see that? Really cool. And then place a stone there and it lights up. Really, really cool. And then you can place it on the stand there, or like that, to display it. That's a nice touch. I actually really like that. You can kind of like tilt it forward a little bit as a more of a display piece. Really, really cool. Oh man, I can't wait for my son to see this. My son's gonna go nuts. He's been pretending he was Thanos for about a good week straight now. Making his own Infinity Gauntlets and things like that. So he's going to get a kick out of this for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the file here. Okay, because this is where all the goodies are. This is where all the little cool things are. Let's take a look at this. And this is a reference to the Winter Soldier himself, I'm assuming. This whole, file type of thing. All right, let's take out everything. And we'll take a look one by one at each individual item. Okay, no more. All right, so here we have some coasters, looks like, from Thor. Thor coasters, whenever he takes off in the Bifrost. All right. This really cool little, like, rubber patch. Avengers patch. Neat. Stark Industries R&D department. Just the post-it notes. Cool. I would never use them, by the way. Oh, this is cool. All right. Scott called her Anthony. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. It's a wing. It's an ant wing. Oh, it's heartbreaking. And then here we go. The Millennium Tech Summit. You know who I am. And then there's a formula on the back. I believe this is from Iron Man 3. From Killian. A tattoo of the 10 rings. That's pretty cool. Temporary tattoo. Again, I would never use that stuff because it's, these are all collector's items. A photo of James Buchanan Barnes. Let me see if I can. Look, I'm Bucky, guys. Yep. Get it close enough. Name tag from Baskin Robbins. Baskin Robbins always finds out. Jack. It's more of like a sticker, though. It looks like. It's pretty cool. I like that. The Tony Stark tattoo. Like one dude from Iron Man 3. That's funny. Pym Technology security badge. I love this. I love that dude in Ant-Man. He's hysterical. The Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistics Division Strike Force patch. I believe this is Rumlow's. Is it Rumlow? Yeah, Rumlow's team from Winter Soldier. Crossbones. That was his little team there. River Rafter, JD Canoe Rental, Dolores River. If I am not mistaken, I believe this is a reference in Guardians of the Galaxy. I think when he was a kid, he had a t-shirt on of this. Jarvis is my co-pilot. I've seen so many bumper stickers of this. It was since Age of Ultron came out. That's cool. I like that. And then here we have... Oh, this is interesting. We have the Sokovia Accords. This is I guess a taste of things to come, in Civil War. You would think that the Sokovia Accords would be a lot more than just a piece of paper to sign, but yeah, there you go. And then they have areas for Clint Barton, James Rhodes, Natasha Romanoff, Vision, Wanda Maximoff, Steve Rogers, Anthony Stark, and Sam Wilson. If you guys want to read that, pause that there. And it has the Avengers, Les Vengeurs, Los Vengadores. That's cool. I like the fact that they include things that are to come in like the next phase. I believe there was in the Phase 1 box set there was a business card from Killian. And something else for the Stark, I want to say it was like the Stark Expo or something like that, that was in reference to Iron Man 3. So that's pretty cool that they included the Sokovia Accords in there. All right. Howard and Maria Stark die in car accident. That's a big moment, obviously, that brings to light a lot of things in Civil War in the next phase. This is really neat. Huh. Now this is, I'm curious about this. What is this? Like this that almost looks like Proxima Midnight. I doubt that that's who it is, but And then we have all the Infinity Stones right there in the middle. Cool. And it's in this like kind of see-through-ish kind of paper. Transparent paper. Ooh, this is nice. I like this. This is from Thor the Dark World. It's Dark Elves. But look at the shine on that, on the lettering. That gold really just like pops. That's really cool. See there? And then on the back here, that looks really cool. This is like frame worthy, to be honest. Really, really nice. And then we have a photo of Bucky himself, the Winter Soldier, frozen. Oh man, this was honestly one of my favorite movies, The Winter Soldier, for numerous reasons, and we'll get into that in one moment. But let's go ahead and start taking a look at the movies here, because this is where the cool artwork is. Here we have Iron Man 3. You see here, and here goes the back here, front and the back, and then the inside. Let's see here. The inside we have the Blu-ray and the 3D Blu-ray. It's really cool. Now, Iron Man 3, I actually really like. I know not a lot of people do, because they look at it as like, well, he's barely even Iron Man in there. Yeah, but I think that's kind of like the cool part of it, because you get to see him use his smarts differently, in a way, and it's really intriguing to me that when you strip away, the power of a superhero, are they just? I want to say it's just like he said to Spider-Man in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Spider-Man said, "Well, without the suit, I'm nothing." He's like, "Well, then if you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it." And I feel like that kind of somewhat applies here. He got really creative, without not having a suit around for the majority of the movie. And I love the finale with all the Mark suits coming in and stuff like that. One of my favorite moments in an Iron Man movie. Really nice. Thor: The Dark World. Here's the front, and then here goes the back. Here, see Malekith there with his Dark Elves. Yeah, army of Dark Elves. And then here we have the Blu-ray and Blu-ray 3D on the inside. Now, Thor: The Dark World, great movie, and I love that it introduced another Infinity Stone, but not really all my the story just felt weird. It felt like it started going in a different direction and things like that, but I still do enjoy it. I guess one of the main things that I really do like about this movie as well is that they changed the look of Thor. They made him look a little bit. They downplayed the blonde. If you guys remember in my other video, that was like one of my biggest things. They just made him way too blonde. They kind of downplayed the blonde in this one, and it kind of made it like a dirty blonde. I think he looks awesome. He looks amazing. Chris Hemsworth is perfectly cast as Thor. And then, obviously with Ragnarok, that just kind of solidified him in the role. And but yeah, this was a weird transition type movie for me anyway. Still very enjoyable, but just not my favorite. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Here goes the front here, and then the back as well. You see the helicarrier coming down, the Hydra cloud in the back there. And then here goes the Blu-ray and the 3D Blu-ray in the inside. Now, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is, and most likely forever will be, my favorite movie. Definitely my favorite movie of Phase 2. I will say that. And I'm just going to come right out and say it right now, because at this point, I don't think it's much of a secret. I'm a huge fan of Captain America. A huge fan of this movie in general, just because this film really changed the landscape of everything. You don't really see that kind of thing very often with superhero movies. And that was very impressive to me. I think to make a political thriller and still have it be a superhero movie and have it be so intriguing. And I think the thing that really got me the most was that Hydra was there hiding in plain sight the whole time. And like I said, it really changed the landscape of everything moving forward after this movie. Shield was disbanded, and things like that, and a lot of people went into hiding. And this really made Captain America, Steve Rogers, question everything. And from here, this movie kind of obviously bridges the gap and goes into Civil War, and his thought process on government and everything else in general, not trusting anybody. Yeah, this was a big one for me, and I really love this one to this day. Is this you guys' favorite? Let me know in the comments. All right, next up, Guardians of the Galaxy. Here's the front here, and then the back. You see Ronan and Nebula. Love this artwork. Again, more artwork. All this artwork was done by Matt Ferguson, which is really nice. Matches the other ones. The Blu-ray and the 3D Blu-ray inside as well. Guardians of the Galaxy. This is one of those movies that when it was announced, nobody knew, who the Guardians were. And I knew some. I didn't know of this iteration of the Guardians, but I knew of various characters that were in here. Like I knew of Drax, I knew of Star-Lord, I knew of Groot and Gamora, and things like that. And I knew of Ronan, but there were obviously Rocket as well. But there were other characters that I just I didn't really know of them as the Guardians of the Galaxy. So it was interesting to see people's reactions to a franchise or like a movie, a group of superheroes that has never been seen before. Not since Iron Man did something like this happen where, people kind of went in very blindly, especially like just a casual moviegoer. And then they came out like super, super stoked with it. I remember watching an advanced screening of it when it was first coming out, and I left with this huge smile on my face. It was one of the most fun films that I had seen during that time. And obviously Guardians of the Galaxy has proven itself to be just a great franchise. And James Gunn has really taken it into a great direction. I love both of the films. This one will be my favorite though out of the two for the foreseeable future, I guess, until 3 comes out, I guess. All right, next up is Avengers Age of Ultron. You see here. And then we have the back here, Ultron, and then the twins, and Vision. Yep, Vision up there. Really, really cool. And then we have the inside here. We have the Blu-ray and the 3D Blu-ray included. Really nice. Now, Avengers Age of Ultron, I really like Joss Whedon a lot. But there was something about this movie that felt off. Like, it felt like something was missing. But I really do enjoy the movie. This is just another fun team-up movie. And I love those moments that we get to have with them. Those superhero epic moments. I think we got it basically like right first thing in the beginning of the movie where they jump out, in the snow in the woods, and they're all kind of jumping together, posing. Those moments are really, really cool to see. And then obviously we get to see Hulkbuster for the first time in this movie. Ultron, I do feel like James Spader's voice for Ultron just did not match what Ultron looked like. I don't know. So there's something about his voice, and seeing his voice come out of Ultron that still kind of bothers me a little bit. But Ultron really is a great villain. I love the plot to the movie and what Ultron was trying to do. I thought that was really a cool reason to bring everybody all together again. You know what I mean? And then obviously we're introduced to Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver and also Vision in this movie. So this is a really big stepping stone in the future of the MCU. Great movie. And then we have Ant-Man. Here goes the front here. And then here goes the back. See, Ant-Man all small and then big old yellow jacket right there. And then we have the inside with the Blu-ray and the 3D Blu-ray. Now, Ant-Man, I knew from the get-go that Ant-Man was going to be great. I really love Ant-Man for one particular reason, that when you take a superhero movie, that's a genre all in its own, superhero films. And then you blend it with a heist film. When you're crossing genres and things like that, that's always very intriguing to me. And if they're able to do it properly, then you'll definitely have a fun time, watching the film. This was no exception. I really liked Ant-Man a lot, just because you have the charisma and the funniness of Paul Rudd thrown into a superhero film, and then on top of that, he's a cat burglar. So this whole movie is basically a heist film. That makes it really, really fun. There's a lot of great moments. I really loved Yellow Jacket as a villain. Seeing Yellow Jacket in the suit, I felt like we didn't get enough Yellow Jacket in the suit in this movie. But and who knows? Maybe we will. Maybe we'll get more of him in a future film, because at this point, I don't think that It looked like he died in the movie. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm betting that we will probably see Yellow Jacket at some point again. But anyway, fantastic movie, fantastic cast. The director was fantastic as well, Peyton Reed. I cannot wait to see Ant-Man and the Wasp as well. To see, hopefully, that flow still continues with Ant-Man. All right, and last but not least, we have a bonus disc here. See Thanos on his throne. All right, and the one cool thing about this set as well is that it does come with digital copies. I'm using those, by the way. So just before anybody starts asking. But yeah, that's really cool. They didn't have any digital copies in the Phase 1 set, so that's really neat that they included them this time around. Now we have this really cool disc in the inside. It's a bonus disc. It does say, before creation itself, there were 6 singularities. Then the universe exploded into existence, and the remnant of those systems were forged into concentrated ingots, infinity stones. And then the disc itself is really cool because it has the infinity stones all around it. That's really neat. I dig that. And it's my understanding it just has a bunch of featurettes and things like that. And obviously talking more about the infinity stones and Thanos, who is Thanos, and things like that. So that's really neat. Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. As you can see, this Phase 2 box set it's pretty damn cool. They're still out there. I want to say I got this one, and I'm gonna just say it. I got it for about $230, which isn't too bad considering I believe that when it first came out it was about $200. So it's still fairly reasonably priced as far as like the retail price, when it first came out. Now, I went ahead and jumped on it now because I feel like as soon as Infinity War comes out, there's going to be people clamoring for these, and I think they're going to sell out, and then you'll see them go up in price. So if you've been kind of debating whether or not to get it, I say get it. This is really cool, and I'm really happy with it. It's a really, really amazing set. Like I said, it doesn't feel as thick as I thought it was going to be, but it's still really nice, and it's a nice display piece as well. So check that out there. Cool. Yeah, so I will put a link down in the description below if you guys are looking to get it. I'll put it, like I said, down there, and you can get it through there if you'd like. But anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Don't forget to hit that like button if you dug it or found it informative in any way. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, because I will be coming back with more videos as always, and there's going to be at least one more video of the road to Infinity War coming pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that. And with all that being said, we will catch you next time.